We've got news of Norway's biggest institution buying more NIO shares. We also got news of another price target upgrade, and we're also going to talk a little bit of news about Deutsche Bank, and also we got a little bit more information, some updated news on their NIO's battery swap station. So we're going to give you guys all that information in this video, but before we do, we ask you guys hit that sub button. We're trying to hit 6,000 subs by the end of this month. That's all we ask. You know what to do. Also, we got a link down there in down in the description for the Patreon. We've had people ask how do you get into Discord. That is the way to do it. So go down there, click on that link. That'll send you over to Patreon, where you guys can get access to the Discord. They get you access to our portfolios, the Discord portfolio, and all the members over there. You know, fantastic community we got going on over there. So Norway's biggest institution bought some more shares of NIO, and they actually dropped Intel to make room for those shares. They also bought some Apple as well. But this is DNB Asset Management Group, which is Norway's, again, largest financial service firm. They said they bought up NIO, Li Auto, and Apple. I had to think about that for a minute. But they said that DNB manages more than $78 billion in assets. They bought 423,000 more shares of Apple, which gave them about 3.9 million in total. They bought more NIO, which they offered, or they bought in about 580,000 more shares, which gave them a total of 628,000 shares, which is actually like a pretty damn big increase in shares.
Yeah, I mean, right, yeah. They only had 100, less than 100,000 before.
Right. So that's quite a bit of shares. But they said that they cut back on Intel in order to their position in Intel in order to make some of that room and make that money happen. So more growth coming from NIO with that. But we also got some news that HSBC over the weekend increased their price target from $50 to $54 all the way up to $69 and upgraded from a hold to buy.
Yeah, I was going to say, and that's probably to me, kind of the bigger piece, the better piece of information is that they upgraded from a hold to buy. That's really good news. And we talked about it, I think on like Friday's video or something, that CICC, I believe it was, also upped their price target to $69 as well. So,
yep, that's what
so
it was.
I mean, all these people starting to, up their price targets.
Finally wake up. And this all comes out of like to me, this is like good news because of all the news coming out about, the whole China fears of, everything from China being delisted or pulled from the market. And we actually made a video about that we put up this afternoon. And we got quite a bit of feedback about the clickbait title, but the whole point of the clickbait title that people don't understand was to get them to click on the video to actually hear the news, because most people aren't going to just click on something they're not interested in. So you got to draw them in, and it's not, we did it on purpose for the benefit of you guys. That was the benefit, was for you guys to know all of the news, all of the information that's coming out, because there's multiple YouTube videos out there of people just putting out false information, and we wanted to give you guys accurate information. And yeah, that's what we had to do, because that's the only way to fight it. So don't hate on us too much. But also the news came out that Deutsche Bank reiterated their buy rating of NIO and their price target of $60. And they said they reiterated it, and the price target was because of NIO Day's power event reinforced the company's focus on quickly growing and improving its charging infrastructure, as there are nearly 120,000 NIO vehicles on the road. So they believe that NIO's Power Day, which was a big deal on Friday, we made videos over the weekend about that you guys can go check out if you haven't looked into those yet. Basically them saying, hey, we're going to be doing 700 battery swap stations by the end of this year, which was initially 500. And then them expanding more into Europe and sending battery swap stations over there and superchargers and just a whole bunch
by
of
2025 it was like 4,000 battery swap stations,
Right. Yeah. The 4,000 battery swap stations worldwide by 2025, and
they're growing,
including 1,000 overseas.
Yep.
Yeah, they're building them like crazy.
And speaking of battery swap stations too, they went from 301 to 308 now over the last few days. So during Power Day, Quinn Li Hong said that they want to do 700 battery swap stations by the end of this year. So instead of the original 500, like you were just saying. So yeah, that's just insane. So yeah.
Right. So this honestly, this news really hasn't done much for the stock today. We're only up about 1%. So let's go ahead and look at it and show you guys what's going on and where we think this is going to go. So looking at the stock, we can see that obviously we're up about 1%. We had this little run up. Now it's kind of selling off. It doesn't really know what it wants to do. Throughout the entire day today, though, it started off a little high and then it just pulled back, and now it's kind of slowly working its way back off of that negative line, which I guess is good. You know, we seem to be holding that $44, $45 mark. I'm kind of hoping that $45 becomes that solid support and that we don't fall below it anymore, because that would be a bad situation and we don't want that. And we don't want that. I mean, at this point with NIO, I think we're to the point now. So we're past the NIO Power Day. We're past the delivery numbers. I think the next big catalyst is going to be, probably earnings. July's numbers. Well, earnings are going to be that's supposedly scheduled for August.
Yeah, August 9th, I believe it is, or around there at least. So, I think, to me, that's probably the next big thing.
Right. Well, that would be the next big catalyst, but we'll see how, numbers work out for us in July, coming in the first week of August as well.
Yeah, sorry for interrupting. But July, they could possibly, I don't really see it happening, but they could possibly hit 10,000. But either way, it's probably going to be, they're going to be beating June's numbers, I would expect. So.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, so July's numbers coming out, good point there. I think that's going to be the next thing to move the stock up.
Right. So we'll see what happens coming in. I'm hoping that we start to see, the 50 to 55 by the end of this month and maybe 60 into the month of August. But we've kind of been, ever since we had that run up to 55, I think we've just been pulled back, and now we're kind of just like hanging out now for a little bit. And, again, the RSI was way high throughout the last coming weeks. So that definitely caused, the major pullback here. But we're sitting down towards the 50 in the last 3 months. If we go to the year to date, which is what a lot of the websites go off. We're sitting at 50. This is where you want to see it. So hopefully, it looks like we might have some kind of turnaround. No way for us to predict. We're not prophets here. So I'm kind of hoping it goes back up in the direction. And I'm hoping by the end of this month that we see that 40, that 48 to 50, maybe even $52 range would be really nice to have.
Yeah. Yeah, I would like to see it go back up into at least low 50s for sure.
Right, for sure. But that's going to wrap up this NIO update. We hope you guys enjoyed this content. If you did, you know what to do. Hit that like, share, notification bell, all that good stuff, even the subscribe button. Again, we're trying to hit 6,000 subs by the end of this month, so that's the only way you guys can help us out is by hitting that sub button. Also, tomorrow afternoon, we're going to be having a live stream. So if you guys have made it this far in the video, congratulations to you. But we will be having a live stream tomorrow afternoon at 12 o'clock, so join us for that. Again, sub button will be the best way to get that notification for you guys that when we go live. But again, we got links in the description for Webull. We got one down there for the Stock Dudes merchandise, and we got one down there for the Patreon. Again, that's how you get access to the Discord. It's through the Patreon. It gets you access to the fantastic community we have over there. It gets you access to our portfolios, and it gets you access to the Discord portfolios. That's essentially it. So again, thank you guys so much for all your support. Thank you for everything you guys do for us, and we'll see you guys in the next video.